Alright, so we're tracking approved submittals through barcodes on the job site. And what this is allowing us to do is to track whether or not a particular object on a job site has been approved to be there or not. So we can check every nut, bolt, and screw on a job. So what we did on the first version of this is we create a web page. We list all of the barcode numbers for a particular subcontractor for the product that was spec'd. Then that allows us to go search for it. And we have a search function up here on the top right of the page. If I copy and paste that in for search and I search this site for it, it'll give me this return, which says it's approved for UGA Dining Hall. Now what we've done is gone through and linked that exact same functionality on the iPhone with a barcode scanning app. And ZBar will allow you to link directly to your own web page. Is 028756002062, just like you see here. So this particular one, this is our first one. You're going to see submitted products with that number, and it says it's approved for Chamblee High School, which is the same thing that you see up here on our web page. So what we found out walking through a job site is we just scanned a particular object and we found out that it's approved for that job. And that's all we can do with it if we're on a site like this. Since then, we've been able to move on to linking this to SharePoint, which allows you to put all types in. So in SharePoint now, I've got that same barcode, 028756. So let's go look for our barcodes on the right over here, 028756. So this particular one, if I searched for it within SharePoint, it would return this for me. Well, let's do the same thing over here. If I go back and I scan this item again, there, I got the whole image. You can see I got the right number. It is what it is. And it's going to return a search. The search is always going to return two items. First, it's going to return the item it's actually in, the list that the item is in, and the second one is going to be the item itself. If I click on the item itself right there, I get to pull up and find out all the information associated with that. So this waterproofing right here, you can see delivered as yes, delivered as yes. Damaged, no. Damaged, no. It's reading the database. We can adjust any of those. If you scroll up and I go to edit, I can now adjust any of those. So submittal approved, let's say no. I'm done. Save it. And if I refresh my screen up here, submittal approved was turned to no, is now no. So you just changed your database instantly. In addition to that, let's say I didn't find anything when I scanned it. I'm going to go back to ZBar. I'm going to scan again. Take that picture. Scan this item. Okay, it returned a search, but let's say it didn't return anything. I'm just going to go back home. And I'm going to go to that submitted products list. Now this is going to give me a list of everything. I can actually filter these if I want to, if I wanted to look up by subcontractor, or if I wanted to look up CSI code for something, or anything that was on there. You can also do your own search within any of this. I've only got 3 things up here, so let's just go to it. I would be able to go out, if this particular one didn't come across because they're using a different type of caulk, I would be able to check immediately to see if it is the right kind. So I can go through, click on this particular one, and then I can go with the attachment. I've actually attached the I've attached the submittal for this one. You can click on that submittal and pull it up directly in the field, and we can zoom in and determine whether or not that's allowed to be on the job site or not. So you don't have to go back to the trailer ever. Everything's there. And then you can say when you checked it. If you want to, you can go to edit, the QC check. You can go ahead and type in your date for it and log that, and everything's been recorded.